So we're going to go right back to the agenda items and then fill in
Yes.
with the other stuff?
Yes.
On the back. Or on the back of the sheet, it would be the order.
Right. That's what,
Position.
oh,
Or entry.
oh, okay, I'm sorry. You're gonna do that in open session, which is not on here. Okay.
What's on the back? Okay, next is the construction bid award, Garis Shop Road Bridge. Rehabilitation project, contract, SHA contract, veteran project, and I didn't read the numbers, and we'll let Scott do all that. How are you today?
Yes, good afternoon. I'm here to recommend the board conditionally award the Garis Shop Road Bridge project to the lowest responsible bidder, Building Systems Incorporated of Hagerstown, Maryland, in the amount of $1,066,261. Conditional award is based on receiving concurrence and award from State Highway Administration. Project was advertised in the Herald Mail on the county's website and on the Maryland Marketplace. 3 bids were received, as shown on the ARF. The bids were evaluated and Building Systems bid is in order. The engineer's estimate for the work was $1,065,240. Again, this work was to present the rehabilitation of a stone arch bridge over Antietam Creek. It's one of our 14 stone arch bridges in the county that we've been rehabilitating this process since the year 2000 with lightweight concrete, replacing the soil fill, steel reinforcing to reconstruct the stone spandrel walls. This bridge also has a mill race that we're going to repair as part of this project, and that's part of the recommendation. We had alternatives as part of this project. The last time I came before you, I talked about rebidding this project to find alternative ways to allow for cost savings, given the limited local funding to cover the work. So as part of my recommendation of that $1,066,261 includes add alternate groupings to restore the mill race. Also add some utility conduits for the future of the bridge. This is a 180 consecutive calendar day contract. The anticipated notice proceed is for late July with an anticipated completion date in late January. Part of this is doing as part of the road closure involved with the project. We wanted to make sure Antietam Rec is a big user, and there's a lot of traffic that goes through the summer, and we wanted to make sure to schedule and coordinate this work to minimize that impact to some of the residents. The bid documents include $500 per calendar day for liquidated damages. Beyond that date, the bridge will be closed for project duration with associated detour. I included that in my attachments with the detour route of Wagaman Road and Poffenberger Road. This is a budgeted CIP project. It's a federal aid bridge project again, so we receive 80% reimbursement through our federal aid bridge program. This is the most cost-effective and practical alternative. We work closely with the Maryland Historical Trust to rehabilitate the bridge according to the Secretary of Interior standards and have so for a long time. The bridge is in poor conditions and repairs are needed. So with that, if you have any questions.
Any questions, Commissioners? If none, motion to move forward as recommended.
So moved. And I'd just like to add that, it's a good local company that's, we have a good relationship with other bridge repairs. So.
Second. Okay, we have a motion and a second for the approval of the motion. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? 4-0. Thank you. Change order, Robinwood Drive corridor, Mr. Hobbs.
Yes, thank you. This is I'm here to recommend that the board approve a change order in the amount of $507,766 as part of the final closeout for Robinwood Drive corridor. Robinwood Drive widening improvements were completed within the available budget. The contract for Milani construction will be increased accordingly, and the final change order will close out the construction contract. This is a budgeted CIP project, and the construction cost was completed for $9.3 million. So if you have any questions on that project.
Questions, comments on the change order? If none, we'll need a motion to move.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Approve the change.
Second.
Motion and a second for that approval. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Abstain.
3-0. One abstention. The bid results for Hancock Public Library for information and concurrence.
Yes, thank you. This is a presentation to provide the bid results for informational purposes and concurrence on the project. Actually, I'm going to ask Brendan or Rich here to help hand this out. They can hand out a rendering of the project. Forgot to include that into the agenda request form, but it's a nice rendering of the project to see how we're going to proceed with this. With this contract, the county is in the CIP, Capital Improvement Plan project, provided up to $1 million of funding. And with that, the Board of Trustees in Washington County Free Library has provided the remainder. This contract will be executed by the Board of Trustees for the Washington County Free Library. 8 bids were received on the project on Friday, June 9th, as shown. The project includes the construction of a new library in the town of Hancock, includes parking and stormwater facilities. The existing structure is structurally and functionally deficient, and the project will be managed by the library staff in coordination with the county project management, and Brendan Garrett is here with me, and he's going to take the lead on that project. The Washington County Free Library was built with county funding, like I said, not to exceed the $1 million is specified in the CIP. With that, if you have any questions on the bid results, it's about an 8,000 square foot facility in Widmeyer Park, and again, the attachments are there with the bids that were received.
So, for clarification, the contract for construction on this project is actually between the proposed contractor and the Washington County Library with funding from Washington County Board of County Commissioners to $1 million. The construction contract is not with Washington County Board of County Commissioners. It is partially funded by the board.
So
Actually, we have entered into the construction contract with the prior contractors. So this is different, but this is the way it was stated from the outset. Very early on, the library system wished to select the architect and have more of a firm hold with this project than those in the past. So that's how it's proceeded.
And the bids were in line with the estimated cost from the architect and staff's review. So, yes, wanted to share that with you. It's a big project. We're excited for it, and the county has a big part in it also.
Okay, any other questions, comments? Thank you for the update.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you want to bring up the organizational?
I do. I have two items to bring up. A org chart will be amended to change the CFO and the departments they're under. Will report directly to the county administrator. That will streamline the organizational chart and return to an organization previously in place several years ago. And the second item is that the Board of County Commissioners will provide a letter to the University System of Maryland to request $10.5 million for the project of the UIP, Urban Improvement Project, at 0% for 5 years with an option for an additional 5 years for any remaining balance at a rate to be determined after the first 5-year period. The total project currently totals approximately $36 million. That is the total UIP among various stakeholders, the majority of which is committed among the stakeholders' budgets. So that, with the Commissioner's approval and consent, that letter will be sent out, executed by Commissioners, or President Baker.
So all we're doing is supporting a letter to be sent to the University of Maryland system.
Yes, yes. For clarification, the governor's money, when the governor was in town and presented that he would fund the project, that money comes over several years. What this request will do is allow upfront money so that the project can get started.
For the first item, I think to be clear, it would be appropriate if there was a motion made to actually alter the organizational chart, have the commissioners vote on it. That is an action that the commissioners are taking.
Okay, let's, is it right to do the letter first? And then we'll get back to the organizational change. Any questions, comments on the letter? So you're just looking for a consensus for the letter to move that forward?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, I'm okay with that.
I will abstain from the letter, given the fact that I do have a contracted employment agreement with a university that is a member of the University System of Maryland. So it might be a little complicated there, but I think it's best that I abstain.
Perfect. Okay, and then back to the motion that's going to be asked of the commissioners to act upon.
The motion in short order would be that the organizational chart would be amended such that the budget and finance and chief financial officer will report to the county administrator.
Okay. Commissioners, any questions, comments on that? If none, motion to move. Do you have a comment? Oh, I haven't heard a motion yet.
I'll make a motion for the CFO to report directly through the county administrator.
You have a motion, a second for that request. Any further discussion?
A comment that I do think is worth mentioning, you know, the recent exercise we had with the public budget hearing, that's a major responsibility of the county administrator, and also you're a big part of assembling the annual budget for the county. So I think it certainly makes sense for that department to flow through you as county administrator.
Okay, any other comments?
I'm going to make a comment. I don't know if I'm allowed to, but I'm going to make a comment that Deb Murray and her staff I have worked with them for ever since I've been here, 15 years in CIP projects, millions of dollars. Have the utmost respect, and that relationship is going to continue to be productive moving forward. So that's my comment. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, motion, a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
Opposed?
Okay. 3-1. Thank you. Okay, anything else on the agenda for today? Okay, motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, motion, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you for a good day.